Hi there, Danny Katz here with Coperg. I'm right in front of the Capitol where today I released Coperg's new report on scam and spam robocalls and robo-text messages. The report's called Who's Calling, and in it we graded phone companies on how well they are stopping those robocalls and robo-texts from getting to our phones. Phone companies are well positioned to cut down on so many of those unwanted calls and text messages. At best, these are irritating things. At worst, they can turn into scams that can cost people lots and lots of money. Something like 93% of Americans have reported that they get robocalls, and 86% have reported getting robotexts. And over 50 million Americans have reported losing money to these different scams that can come through on your phone or your text. Maybe it's claiming that there's a package that hasn't been delivered and you need to provide information, or you need to pay, your bill is due and you need to urgently pay. So these robocalls and robotexts, our phone companies are really well positioned to protect us and use more tools. We analyzed or graded 24 major phone companies, and we found half of them are receiving a D or an F based on the number of free services that they're providing us to protect ourselves from these unwanted spam and scam calls and text messages. We have a number of different tools that these companies can be using, filter tools, warning tools when we get a number that isn't recognizable, warning us that it could be a spam. So in our report, which I'll put a link to, we walk through the different services that they should be using. We also walk through the grades for these different companies. You can check out where your company is. And we also provide some tips, things that you can do to be wary and avoid any of these scams that may be coming from robocalls or robotexts, including never respond to something that is unexpected. If Amazon or the postal service or your bank is saying you need to respond right away, don't respond to the call, don't respond to the text, and find a legitimate or verifiable number to call them back on to make sure it's really them. So I'll put a link to the Who's Calling report in the link here, and you can learn more about it.